Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting edition of Psychic Sundays Live with your host, the Queen of Ooga Booga, Psychic Sally Diane.
Hi, everybody. It's so great to be here. I couldn't wait to get on tonight. We're actually here a few minutes early. Thank you very much. And I know what a great way to start my week. I missed you all. I've thought about you guys a lot lately. I have gotten emails from you. Thank you very much. And when I'm talking about the emails, anybody who sends me an email before 7 o'clock on the day of will get theirs read first. So we have a stack of questions here. Of course, Virgo Queen is on the top, and we'll get to them in just a few minutes. But I just wanted to visit with you guys a little bit. I've been working a little bit on some videos that we'll be making later on this week, including one on Harry and Meghan. I want to talk about some very special lines those two have. Meghan has some lines in her hands that I have never seen before, and Harry has a line in his hand that I've only seen twice before, and it was within the same family. So I will tell you all about it and what that means. And is everybody here, honey?
Well, we're starting to get some people in here. You know, it's early.
Yeah, we're early. So while we're waiting for everybody to come on, I'm going to tell you about our Ghosts of Queens event coming up in October. And that will be October 29th and the 30th, Halloween weekend. How awesome is that? And we're going to start out on Friday night with a lovely dinner in the Queen Victorian room. And of course, the Queen's always puts on a really nice dinner. So what a great way to start the weekend with a yummy meal. And then we're going to have speeches afterwards. I'm going to be talking about my experiences with the ghosts of the Queen. Spill a little tea on those ghosts. And then Chris and Trevor are going to talk about their experiences and some of the tools they use in their paranormal explorations. And finally, we have a very special guest, medium Mary Ann Kennedy from the Ghosts of Dufferin County and beyond, will be giving a speech about her experiences as a medium. Then for those of you who will be staying at the Queen's, and I hope all of you who come to this event will stay at the Queen's, we're going to have a pajama party where your Queen and Chris from Haunting Live Podcast will be giving little mini readings to all of you. And of course, we'll all be in our pajamas. So what fun is that? And then on Saturday, it's going to be workshops all day. We're going to start out in the morning with a workshop by Mary Ann Kennedy on mediumship, followed by a workshop by Chris of Haunting Live Podcast on how to get to know your angels based on Kyle Gray's teachings. And finally, in the afternoon, we will be having a workshop by your Queen about how to read the playing cards. And I really wanted to teach you that because, you know, everybody should be able to just reach into their junk drawer and do a reading for some of their friends. Isn't that what playing cards are for, folks? Anyhow, after that, we are going to have a break for dinner so you guys can kind of explore Stratford, beautiful city, and then we're going to meet back up at around 7-ish, and we're going to do a tour of some of the more haunted rooms in the inn, and do an exploration with some of the tools that Haunting Live Podcast has. Then, finally, we're going to wrap up the weekend with a seance chaired by your Queen and monitored by my producer. So that sounds like a lot of fun. The last Ghosts of Queens event was so much fun. I can't wait to do it again. Anybody who's interested is $140 for the whole weekend. The dinner, the speeches, the workshops, the tour, and the seance, and that'll be $140 per person. The Queen's, this does not include your accommodations, but the Queen's has put aside a very nice block of rooms, and a lot of these rooms can accommodate up to 4 people So you can save a little bit of money just by doubling up with a friend or two. Anyhow, I hope that to see you all there. For more information, go to the Haunting Live podcast website or send an email to the Queen of Ooga Booga at gmail.com. And before I get to your questions, I just want to remind everybody that I am available for in-person readings online, and I offer half-hour readings and 1-hour readings. To schedule a reading with me, just send me an email at thequeenofoogaBooga@gmail.com, and hopefully I'll be doing a reading for you. So we want to get started. Oh, I've just been talking and talking and talking away. How are you doing, darling?
We are doing just great. We've got some people here waiting on some readings.
Well, then let's get started. First in line, and I'm sorry I missed you last week, Queen, but it would be Virgo Queen. And my goodness, she's in a very enviable position. And her question is, "Hi, Queen. I am hoping you could give me some clarification on what is going on with me and Ivan here. Is what's happened. He applied for this townhouse and he hasn't been given any response. So I'm wondering what you see going on, and also what specifically, if anything, is coming up for us in the month of June." Well, so always like to look at what's going on with the Queen. So we're going to pull out my old friends here, the medieval Scapini deck. I love this deck. The little white book that comes with this deck was written by the artist. So he tells us about all the little literary references here. For example, the Knight of Cups, which he says means is Rasputin. You know, when I see him, I see more of Lancelot or Sancho. But anyhow, the Knight of Cups wanted to pop out of the deck. So that tells me something about Ivan. And he does want to be your knight in shining armor. He might have a little tarnish there, but it's very fortunate. Let's see what it says about your housing situation. Right dead center. Okay, we've got the Four of Coins reversed. Okay, and the Four of Coins is kind of about holding on to what you have. And what this tells me is that you guys might have to come up with a little more cash than you thought you'd have to secure a place to live. Yeah, it looks like the money involved here might be a bit of a problem. So be willing to pay a little bit more. It's okay if you go a little over budget. And the cards are giving you a timing of 5 weeks, and I think that might be just a little bit longer than you wanted it to be. It feels like it's more into the middle of June, and I know your patience isn't your long suit. Don't worry, it's got to be a Virgo thing, because patience isn't my long suit either, Queenie. But it looks like you'll find something in about 5 weeks. Thank you so much for tuning in week after week.
That was a reading for Virgo Queen.
Yes. And so next on the list is Patricia. And Patricia wants to know if it's in her best interest to start up her own business as an accountant in the future. And if so, how many years out? Okay, so let's look at... I like when you think, is it in my best interest? Because that tells me that you're willing to own whatever's there and take charge. So let's see what kind of advice the cards give you as far as running your own business as an accountant.
And who's this reading for?
This is for Patricia.
Excellent.
Okay, Patricia. So dead center, we have the Ace of Wands. Just because you have the ace there, it tells me that there's good potential, but it also tells me that you've got some heavy duty competition here, and basically the phrase is know that not everybody is your friend. And so, yeah, take any kind of friendly advice you're given, take with a grain of salt. This is you're stepping into real competitive territory, so you might get some people that are a bit backhanded. Let's put it that way. Nice. Okay, so not on your own. Not on your own. It looks like it's the potential there is good, but you need to have a partner here in order to succeed. So the answer is not on your own, but with a partner you'll do quite well. And you know it's. I have to be honest with you, and I think you already know it's a bit of a chauvinistic industry, and it's just going to work out better for you if you have a male partner. And I know that I'm grinding my teeth so hard, I think that something's going to break there. I hate to say that, but yeah, the good thing is there's somebody here that you can trust who's willing to help you out and respect you. So, yes, it's good for you to go into business with a partner. And that it falls together within a year, because it did start out with a 1. All right, so let's see who's next.
Yeah, who is next?
Next is Wicked Fairy.
Well, that's quite the moniker.
And Wicked Fairy wants to now she was looking for a relationship with Taurus, and they did get to know each other. Isn't that wonderful? And now they're going together, boyfriend and girlfriend. Oh, being in lust is just the best part of a relationship. But they've been together a few months now, and she wanted to know what I see for the two of them in the next 3 to 6 months this year. Good. Okay, so let's see about Wicked Fairy and her Taurus. Okay. One more shuffle. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so Wicked Fairy and her Taurus.
Woohoo!
All right, so over the next 6 months, you are going to be talking about some growing up things. I think that you're going to find that the two of you are sort of on 2 different planes of thought when it comes to finances. So, you're going to have to be sorting out how you spend and how you save. My advice to you is to go with the more conservative. Okay, so it also shows me that there's been hurt, not in this relationship, but one or both of you are coming in a little bit wounded, because it's saying that, at the beginning, this part of the relationship where you're in lust, sometimes you put some feelings on the back burner. And so when you look over the next 4 months, some of the old hurts are going to come through. So it looks like the discussions kind of fall into categories of not just finances, but let's talk about each other's past. Let's talk about how we've been wounded, how we've been hurt, kind of thing. And it's a healing thing. Yes. All these things are worked out over the next maybe 4 months. So when you get to high summer and early fall, the two of you are working together quite well. And I like to see that. Remember, I said when it comes to finances, go to the conservative point of view, because I have a feeling that one of you is a spender and one's a saver. And you should go in favor of the person who is a saver right now. But yeah, this is coming along quite nicely. Enjoy.
Okay, we got any more pre-questions? Are we ready
Yes.
for the show?
Well, this is the show.
Okay.
And keep in
Sorry.
mind, if you send me your questions in advance, that's before 7 p.m. on Sunday, you will be part of the first segment where I read my email.
All
and
right.
so the next one is from Suzanne. And Suzanne said, well, Suzanne's had some success in her career. We've been watching that too. Congratulations, Suzanne. We are just so proud of you. She's been published, and she's actually appeared on the news for some of the stuff that she's doing right now. And so she just wants to know what's the next little bit going to hold for her, and maybe where she's going. Yeah, here's the second part. I knew there was more to it than that. She has a meeting coming up with her direct supervisor about the direction and her position, and she wants to know if she's going to be placed in a different department by the end of the year. And I feel like there's a bit of free will there and a bit of choice. So the answer that the universe is sending to you, Suzanne, is, do you want to? You get to call the shots for the next little couple of choices career-wise for you. You've shown yourself to be very useful in a number of different areas. So, and this one wanted to jump, so let's see what this is. Oh, they love you. They love you. They love you. They love you. And you're such a treasure to them. And it's like they want to know what you want. They want to know what makes you happy. They want to know what your goals are, so that they can use you to the best possible advantage. All right, so there's someone here that you're working with that you're not too sure of. You're not. I think you're not sure of his work ethic, and you're not sure whether you should be saying anything about that. And it looks like your eyes on that. I'd say that silence is a better part of valor here, and you should let that situation unwind as it will. It really doesn't have as much to do with you, although it does feel annoying because you're looking over there going, oh, is that really the way we're supposed to be doing things? No, you know the right way to do things. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're trying to figure out the best position to put you in long term. And they will be discussing more money. Yay, more money. All right. So you're headed in a good direction. Your choice. So maybe you need to think about what you want to be when you grow up, Susie. Okay, so I think, yes, that is it. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And we're ready to go to some of our live viewers. And who's first?
First, we have Mary Ann, who is back looking for love once again.
Looking for love.
On a weekly basis.
Oh, Mary Ann, you just got to loosen up, make eye contact, and smile. Oh, there you go. So the two cards that flew out for you, and they're both major arcana cards, you have the Moon and Death. And, I know they sound awful, but they're actually pretty good cards. First off, with the Moon, the Moon's about self-inflicted illusions, if you will. And the Moon tells me maybe you need to be a little bit clearer with yourself about what you want in a relationship. That sort of tells me you may be looking in the wrong place, because it just feels to me like all you have to do is relax and do the things you like. Yeah, you're not looking for every man in the world. You're looking for one. So be a little bit more honest with yourself about what you want in a relationship and what you want a relationship to do for you. Okay? And then you have death. And death is change. And death is political change. Yeah, when I put my hand on this, it says you're trying too hard in the wrong way. So, yeah, instead of thinking about relationships, thinking about what Marianne likes to do. Think about what you think is fun. And just start going out and having fun. And a relationship will happen naturally around you. The universe wants to send you someone. I think you're trying to go into the places and do the things that will bring you a relationship instead of realizing you only need one person. Go out and do what makes you happy. Do the sort of things you want to do every week. That's how you find somebody who wants to do the things that you want to do. Okay.
Okay, that was a reading for Marianne. Next, we have Lisa Love, who'd like to know what's going on with Grandma.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so I'm going to change cards. I'm going to go to the Pamela Coleman Smith deck. And it's a Centennial deck, so there's some bonus cards.
While Sally's shuffling, just a reminder, all readings are for entertainment purposes only.
Okay, so Lisa Love. That got pretty clean. Okay, so the first thing that you notice is that all the cards are reversed. So there's a little bit of iffiness around Grandma, and it looks like she hasn't been making the kind of forward progress they'd like her to be making. I think that I get the feeling that there might be some, like you said, I'm just a psychic. This is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not a doctor, but it does feel like there is obstacles around how she needs to advance. It looks like there might be mobility issues just because it keeps telling me that she's not able to move forward. She's not able to move forward. She's not able to move forward. But then when you look at the most positive thing is for her to lower her guard. So she's resisting some sort of forward motion here. And this is a good time for her to relax and let down her guard and do stuff other people's way just for now. So I think we might be looking at a stubborn woman. Okay, so that is Grandma. Thank you for watching, Lisa.
Next, we have Kevin, who's looking for a new job.
Okay, new job for Kevin. Ooh. Oh, sorry. Let me put that out there. This card just came flying out, and it's a Four of Cups, which is a card of dissatisfaction, but it's reversed. So this tells me, I get a feeling that you're not seeing what you want to see, and the cards are telling me, for now, accept what's offered. So there is an offer being made, and it's not something you want, but it's something that will pull you out of your funk and change your direction a little bit right now. Just quick 3 cards. Right. Okay, so yes, you need to take whatever's being put in front of you right now. It's definitely, it's something you're resisting. There's something here. There's a job being offered to you that you're resisting, and you just think that it's the worst thing you can do. No, go ahead and take what's being offered to you. Just because you need a change of situations, you're kind of in a rut, and you need something to bounce you out of that rut. When we get to high summer, just about the time when harvest is about ready to happen, so I'm thinking we're looking at late August, early September, just close to the change of seasons, and it feels like there's a little bit of a smell of autumn in the air, you know. Anyhow, that's when something comes your way. But there's something, some sort of education, some sort of course you haven't taken yet that you're going to, you're well aspected to take. But yeah, take what the universe is offering you now and use it to get yourself back on your feet. But in the meantime, do whatever you need to do to make yourself more employable.
Well, there you go, Kevin. How's it going, baby?
It's going fine. How's it going with you?
Well, we're doing just great.
I think I'm going to do the Leanermon.
Leanermon is next?
The Leanermon is next.
Well, that is perfect because Sonia's looking for general reading.
Hi, Sonia. Oh, okay. So let's just get out the Leanermon here. And what does Sonia want to know?
A general reading for Sonia.
Okay. And give him a shuffle. And we'll put down cards. Okay, and I'm turning these the other way around because there is no upside down in the Leanermon. It is what it is. Okay, right now it tells me that you're at a point in your life where life is kind of making you work with other people. This is a time of your life to focus in on partnerships and collaborations. And probably I really get that feeling of keeping your eye on what's right around you. So this is a good time to make sure that you get in touch with friends and maybe look at your better half. Maybe think twice before you turn down whatever they're offering there. You know, it just says work a little close to them. So, however, you haven't been working close with people, you need to kind of bring that in a little bit more. That's the best thing that you can do for yourself, both for your own happiness and for your long-term career. Career. It looks like when I look at where you're coming from, it does seem like you've been dealing with a destructive male. I see that right there in the side. And you also have the serpent. So you have a destructive male, and you've tried to get along with him, and it hasn't worked very well. You know, a snake is a snake is a snake, right? But right now, when I look at where you're at right now, it's that collaboration. It's that, pull your friends in close and focus on those who like you. Focus on those who want to work with you. Because this is a good time to do it. And it brings positive vibrations into your life. And also, if there was a little bit more compromise in relationships, you'd find that it brings a big reward. I see that in the rose. And I also see that if we were to peek up, maybe 3-4 months in the future, like what's going on in Sonia once you get to or May, June, July, August, September. Once you get in September, October time frame, you're looking at the safe. And the safe does, of course, mean a little bit more money coming in. So when you get into fall, you'll find that things kind of stabilize financially, and whatever your stream of income is, you're going to find it getting a little bit bigger and a little bit more reliable. Okay, so you're headed in a good direction. So who's next?
Next, we have Anna, who would like a love reading.
Ooh.
Love is in the air.
I had a friend named Anna, and we call her Anna Banana.
Original.
Yeah, well, we thought we were original back in the day. Okay.
Love reading for Anna.
Let's see what the Leanermon has to say about Anna, and love. Just take these two right away. Okay, it looks like love is coming in fast, but there's also like little annoyances. So it kind of balances each other out. So you have love despite the little annoyances. It's kind of a welcome. It's kind of a welcome distraction from day-to-day annoyances. So what else does a Lenormand have to say about you? Ooh, Anna, you've already met somebody. They tell me that Cupid's already started a little spark for you. Ooh, nice. Okay, Anna. And that number 5 is there. Wow. Okay, so you have love already starting in your life. You know, it looks like you're getting real close to the flowers and candy kind of part of it. But when you look here, what you got ahead, you've got a ring. And of course, you've got the main guy right there. So you've got somebody coming. You've got somebody coming in. So love goes very well, very quickly for you. You must have just met somebody.
Excellent. So, who's next? Jojo would like a general reading.
Okay. Is Marcy here?
Yes, she is.
Hi, Marcy.
Hello, everybody.
We finally made it through all the cookies.
We did?
Oh, yeah, I polished off that last bag by myself.
We need more cookies.
He can't complain because he polished off a bag by himself, too.
Like I said, we need more cookies.
I like the butterscotch ones. Because I can't eat chocolate. Anyhow, we're looking at JoJo.
JoJo, General.
General for JoJo. Okay. Oh, you got a lot of 4s around you. Ooh. Okay, JoJo. It does look like relationship dead center. You've got this Ace of Hearts, you know, the main man doffing his hat, you know, a spiffy guy around you. So you do have love coming in for you. And relationships, you've got Tower right next. The Lenormand Tower means a little bit, it kind of means institutionalized, which marriage is an institution, so okay. So I do see that whatever relationship you've got in your life, it's headed toward commitment. So I like to see that. We all like to see that, JoJo. So you're actually headed in a pretty good direction. Life has been going well for you, and I think you might be having some anxiety dreams or something like that, because it's almost like you're sitting there waiting for the next shoe to drop. You know, like every time something goes good in my life, it's, you know, I get smacked. You're not going to get smacked this time. You're going to get you got a boyfriend coming up around you. You've got a good relationship. Something that you know, something that will stand the test of time. And the number 4 is around you, which does talk about building a foundation.
All right, who wants another reading? Me. Okay.
We can talk about cookies some more.
Sure. Ate all the pie yesterday. Can I get a reading for the month? Oh, Amanda wants a reading.
Hi, Amanda. Okay, so we're looking at a month.
Sure. How about a week? She can come back next week and get the other week.
Let's just see what the next little while holds for Amanda. And again, we're using the Maybe Lenormand, which is a combination of the Lenormand and the Gypsy cards. I like it because it has all 52 cards. Ooh, life likes to confuse you. Okay, like I said, life likes to confuse you. It looks like right dead center. It does feel like you have an attraction happening in your life, but it's an attraction that's not to the person who's actually in your life. It feels like you might be kind of either between relationships, or you have a little temptation in an existing relationship. But it feels like you've got two different pulls on you in the area of relationships. And this is a good time for you to decide what you do and don't want. Because it looks like you've got a choice, and it feels like it's kind of unexpected. So this isn't the kind of person you are, but it's just we can't always help what we feel. So there's that. There's also something about work happening here, where you are going to get an offer through work, and they might want you to move. So it looks like you've got a change of scenery coming your way around work. Other than that, there's something here about long-term home ownership. It feels like right now you're planting the seeds toward owning a home, maybe a few years up the road, because it feels like it's something real tentative where everything starts out. Everything in life is a chain of events. And it just feels like the first two little events that lead you to getting a big home is starting to unfold. Don't worry about you might have some setbacks in June and July. Don't worry about that. Those are lessons. Those are lessons about learning how to compromise, negotiate, work out deals. Don't take failure at face value. Basically, don't take no for an answer. If you think you failed, look at it a little harder and just figure out a different way. Figure out how to get on your feet and dust yourself off and go at it again. Okay, so overall, life is bringing you some changes this year. You're going to feel like you're in a very different position this time next year.
All right, that was a reading for Amanda. Next, we have Christina.
Hi, Christina.
Who wants to know why her boyfriend isn't paying any attention to her? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, indeed.
Sally's pulled out the runes.
Okay.
Which are not always nice.
Okay, so you've got some that are turned upside down. I'm going to be looking at those, but I want to start with the three that are turned right side up. And it does say that there's some changes happening. You've got the wagon here. You've got things moving forward. So it makes me wonder if he doesn't have things happening in his life that might be calling him to a different town. There might be that. But you still have love here. So maybe it's time for you to just let him come back at his own pace and go hang out with your friends. Not in a way to play games or anything like that, but just to distract yourself so you're not worried about it. Because you still have this idea of a two-way relationship with love. So these two right here are showing me what's going on right now that you're not seeing. interesting. You have Isa and Suelu, ice and sun. So it feels like, this, like you said, you haven't heard from him in a little while. So it's the tail end of winter. So this, whatever started in his life, started when there was still ice on the ground, but something that comes to fruition in the summer. I really think that he might tell you that he needs to move, and we'll see how that turns out. Yeah, here we go. So you have rapid change coming up ahead. So this is going to come your way, but he might want you to move. Okay, and when I look at the long term with this one, you get ancestors. You get family, you get the old folks, you get spiritual messages. So I don't think that it's actually cast in stone whether or not you'll move with him. I think this is a choice that you need to make. But he is going to tell you that he's moving. And here, this is a separate issue altogether. This tells me that someone that you've lost recently is going to start coming through to you, whether in dreams or something along those lines. But you are going to have a mediumship kind of experience, when you get into, you might even be looking into the fall here. But it's going to be a major thing for you, and quite unexpected and out of the blue. So I know that the question was about your boyfriend, and like I said, he's going to be changing towns. I'm not sure whether you are or not, but there comes this point where you have to decide what you want to do. But no matter what choice you make, it's going to change your life. So that's why your boyfriend has been talking to you. I don't see him cheating.
Well, there you go. We are at the halfway point. And what an awesome time to tell everybody about Ghost of the Queen's Inn.
Yes.
October 29th and 30th. Yes. Where we are going to go and get just spooky crazy.
Oh, yeah, and I like spooky. You know that. And so we will be, the Queen's Inn has been at the corner of Ontario and Waterloo Street in Stratford since 1858. And so it's been there to see a lot of things happen in Stratford and accommodated a lot of ghosts along the way. So on this weekend, we will be looking at the Ghosts of the Queens. On Friday night after the dinner, I will be giving a talk on the Ghosts of the Queens. Our friends from Haunting Live podcast, who also take part in this with us, will be talking about the instruments they use in their paranormal investigations. And then we have a very special guest, Marianne Kennedy, who is a medium who has her own show, The Ghosts of Dufferin County and Beyond. And she will be talking about her experiences as a medium. For those who are staying at the Queen's Inn, we are going to have a pajama party on Friday night where everybody will be getting mini readings, of course, in our pajamas. What fun is that? And then on Saturday, we will have workshops, starting out with a workshop on mediumship by Marianne Kennedy, followed by a workshop on getting in touch with your ghost based on Kyle Gray's teachings, taught by Chris from Haunting Live podcast. And finally, we're going to have a workshop on reading the playing cards with your queen, Sally Diane. On Saturday night, we will be doing tours of some of the more haunted rooms in the hotel, and we will end it with a seance chaired by yours truly and monitored by my producer. Anybody interested in this can buy tickets to the Haunting Live podcast or send us an email at thequeenofoogaboga@gmail.com. And that's exactly the email address you want to use to set up an online reading with Sally Diane. Okay? So anybody who's interested, send an email.
Excellent. And folks, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Let all your friends know about us.
Share, share, share.
So you all got something to talk about Monday morning at the water cooler.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, we have, I don't know whether we've ever talked about the ghosts of our house, but we live in a moderately haunted house. And I've had dreams about this house before we even moved here. I dreamt that we lived in a convoluted house with a sub-basement. There's a basement, but then there was a sub-basement. There was something in the sub-basement that shouldn't be woken up. Well, I can't, because of my own disabilities, I can't get up and down the stairs of the basement, so I've never been in the basement. But shortly after we moved, we found out there is a door in the basement that goes to, you guessed it, a sub-basement. Now, in my dreams, I was told not to wake whatever was sleeping there. And the other day, I was down by the porch, and I peeked underneath the porch where the sub-basement was, and it's there. It's there. And so anyhow, the whole point of the story is we have an addition on the house that is going to be torn down shortly. And I'm pretty sure that that's going to rile things up.
I got extra mouse traps.
And yes, and I will be making a batch of Ghost Be Gone pixie dust. I don't know whether any of you have watched I have a video on the Queen of Ooga Booga YouTube channel on making pixie dust, where I make the Happy Home pixie dust. And I'm thinking about making another video about how to make Ghost Be Gone, which is a totally different animal. But we're going to have to make a batch of that to protect ourselves from what the destruction wakes up.
150-year-old house.
Yep.
Who knows who's buried out back?
Yeah, oh, we have an abandoned well in the backyard, too.
Multiple
wells, and for some reason the backyard really freaks our dog out.
Anyhow, who's next? Did we do Stephanie already?
No, we didn't.
Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie. It's great to see you.
Stephanie's looking for a general reading.
Okay. And as you can tell, I pulled out the playing cards. So general reading with the playing cards. Okay, you have air going through your life. This deck is shuffled, and it's really weird because you got 3, 4, 5. That's the 3, the 4, and the 5 of clubs. So that tells me that things are going to start moving fast for you over the next few weeks, June, May, June, and maybe even into July. So really be ready for things to be active. Okay, so what else do we have? Oh, good. Oof. And again, you've got 3, 4, 5 happening again. So things are happening as they should. I think that the next few months are going to be really up and down. Whatever happens, Stephanie, it just feels like life's taking you through some changes, but it's leading you to a positive place. Okay, you need to be willing to not only to accept the changes coming your way, but it's really important that you stay grounded over the next few months. In the midst of everything in your life wanting to change around. Know that you're going through some changes. I think the universe is sending you to a place where you have a well-matched relationship. So you're going through some adjustments right now. It's for your own good, and like I said, it's leading you to a more grounded place.
Well, that's that.
That's that.
Okay. AP is looking for love and marriage. Will it ever happen?
happens to a lot of people.
Where is her Prince Charming? Is he outside the door? Does he know
You
where
know
she
what I
lives?
have to say about that sort of thing. You don't sit around waiting for Prince Charming. You do what you like to do, and trust that you will meet somebody. And by doing it that way, you will meet somebody who likes to do the same things you like to do. But we will be looking at that, and that's JJ?
No, AP.
AP. So let's see what's coming up relationship-wise for AP. These are kind of new cards, which is why they're so slidey. Ace of Hearts. And in the Ace of Hearts, the lady there is kind of praying for love, praying for love, praying for love. So it does look like something new is coming your way. So you have 5, 6, 7. So this looks like it's going to be right around July. And the cards are giving you the same advice that I gave you. Go out and have fun. Do what makes you happy. You'll meet somebody in July. July, August, good months for you relationship-wise. And the biggest thing here that the cards are telling me is about you doing what makes you happy. So don't focus in on love. Focus in on being happy, and love that you can be happy with will happen naturally. Okay, so this one is about focusing on the past. So you need to let go of all the baggage from the past. Don't look for the past to come back. Let it go, let it go, let it go. I know you've got something new coming in July, August. You'll be busy, busy, busy.
Okay, let's see who's got next here. Hi, Lulu.
Hi, Lulu.
Eva wants. Wait a minute. Well, we got Haunting Live. These questions would be so much easier if they got straight to the point.
Okay. So,
So I'm still reading these questions.
Well, you go ahead.
Yeah, well, I'm done now.
All right.
Haunting Live wants to know about Thunder Bay and going to Thunder Bay and all that.
Moving up on up. Thunder Bay calls to us. Thunder Bay, Thunder Bay, Thunder Bay. We've got some pretty powerful cards here. You've got the moon here. So there's more involved than what you're actually looking at right now. It looks like it's giving me a time saying that you're not gonna like hearing this, but it says that it's gonna take about 4 years for you to be ready and prepared for this. Because you're not grounded right, you're not prepared for this yet. And keep in mind, I said yet. Positively aspected, it tells me that you can move forward. It does feel like there has to be a little bit more agreement about, you've got the two set aside in the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords isn't necessarily a good card, but in this reading, it shows up in a good place. And so it does say to go ahead and move forward, even if you don't feel like okay, let me put this differently. Even though it's going to take longer than you want, and even though sometimes you might get down on yourself and say it's not going to happen, it says keep moving forward with that. Make little plans, little steps, baby step it toward that. If it takes 4 years, it takes 4 years. You can get what you want. You can reach your goals. Baby stepping forward. Because it looks like along the way there's going to have to be a lot of concessions made. You know, the me and thee kind of agreement. And you've got the moon here, and the moon talks about knowing what you want and shining a light on illusion. So right now it's kind of saying, you know, this whole, and I'm just telling you what the cards are saying. It's saying like the Thunder Bay thing it's a pipe dream now, but if you are clear on what you want and why you want it, you can have this. You can have this in 4 years. Okay? So don't give up on it.
Awesome. Unfortunately, that was not the question. They want to know whether they're going to be able to go to Thunder Bay at the end of summer. Whether they're going to have a chance to look for a place while
I see delays there.
they're up. Okay. Ava would like a general. Lulu, we are going to do a Justin Bieber reading, but we're not going to do that one live. We're going to put that up separately.
Yes, I will be doing some videos. Oh, we will be looking at Mr. Bieber. I've seen him a lot on Instagram. He's really getting out there. I also need to look at some of the things happening down south, you know, political parties, and of course you got Checkup on the Dawn. I will be doing a reading on Harry and Meghan based on the lines on their hands. They have some very rare lines in their hands, and I'm going to do a video just focusing on that. Okay, so who are we looking at next?
Ava.
Ava. Hi, Ava. It's nice to see you.
Gets a 3-carder.
She does. Okay. 3 cards. I'm assuming this is a general. Ooh, you've got one of the bonus cards, and this one is called Temptation, but it's reversed. So it does tell me that you might be having some dreams, a lot of dreams, and I don't think you're completely remembering your dreams. So this is a good time for you to keep a dream journal right next to your bed and try and tell yourself as you're going off to sleep, I will remember my dreams. I will remember my dreams, and try and remember to run your dreams through your head and think about your dreams before you actually open your eyes. You know, do what you can to grab onto this, because it looks like you're getting a lot of messages in your dreams that you might be missing. Well, you've got somebody coming back into your life. Got this Knight of Pentacles. He's not exactly all that well aspected. So, you know how they say, don't look a gift horse in the mouth? I don't believe that. Look a gift horse in the mouth. Even though you're glad to see him, ask, why are you here? What is it you want? Yeah. When somebody from your past shows up in your life, you've got to ask that question. Why are you here, and what is it that you want? Okay. But very important, start remembering your dreams, Eva. I'm going to just cut up one more card. Okay, so we've got the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands was reversed, but I think that has to do with one of your kitty cats. I know that sometimes kitty cats have a tendency to wander off, and sometimes they come back, and sometimes they don't. And you have one that's going to do a little walkabout on you, if you will. So one of your kitty cats is going to wander away. Don't worry, she will wander back.
She runs out of mice. Grace wants the reading for the week.
Okay, nice to see you, Grace. And everybody, remember to like and share. Make sure you tell all your friends about me. And go to my channel. There's There's videos, it's not just the live stream, so take a look, see what's there. I know I have a couple videos on reading the tarot for those of you who would like a little help along those lines. And so we are looking at who?
I lost track.
Oh no.
Grace?
Grace.
For the week.
For the week. Okay. Grace for the week. Okay, Grace. Ooh. So it starts out with the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords, when you look at it first, you think, oh, she's trapped, she's trapped, she's trapped. But that's not necessarily so. So don't accept the obstacles that seem to be holding you back. Know that there is a way to move forward. There is a way beyond this. You may feel sorry for this woman, but her feet are not bound. She can put one foot in front of the other. And that blindfold is up a little bit. So even though she feels like she's blind, she's really not. So you're not as trapped as you think you are. Okay, and this works against you. Let's see what works for you first. Okay, interest. What works against you is that your best opportunities, your best options are not necessarily what you want. But what works for you is that you're willing to accept less than perfect. And that is a good way to move forward. I have a feeling that if you give it a little bit more time, like not this week you're not going to get what you want, but you are going to get something and you are going to be able to move forward. And that works out well for you. Never give up hope. Never give up hope. You will get the things you want, just not this week. You're going to get something, though. But move ahead with what life offers you and know that toward the end of the summer, you'll probably get something a little bit better.
Next, we have Princess Nee, who wants to turn her life around.
Well, then let's just do the runes for that.
I was just going to say.
Which, there, yeah, that feels about right. Boy, that's a big handful. One of the runes that went to the science kind of turned up at an angle, so it's sort of a set-aside issue, is Uruz, which is the wild ox, which is about being strong and stubborn. And it's just put aside as an issue. This is a good time for you to work on your strength. You know, and this is physical strength. So whether it's doing weight training or just something, do something to make yourself physically stronger. And for some reason, you guys are saying that'll make you sleep better. Okay, so you want to turn your life around, and the very first rune that you get is Thagos, which is about change. So the winds of change are blowing in your life. So this is a good time for you to turn things around. I hope you know which direction you want your life to go, because it feels like that you're getting what you asked for. Sometimes they say, careful what you ask for, you might get it. You're getting what you asked for. You wanted your life to start changing. You wanted the winds of change to come through your life. They are coming in. And it says right here, first off, you have Tyr. And Tyr is a god of justice and truth, but he's right next to Pertho, which is kind of like the unseen. And it's saying that one of the things you need to do is be honest. Even when you think you could get away with a little white lie, don't. Be 100, 1,000 painfully honest this year going forward. Not even a little tiny fib, 1,000% honest. And also know that you've got something coming in relationship wise. And this is relationship news, but it's right next to Ansus, which is the ancestral god. But I kind of feel like they're kind of hooked together, like you're going to, whatever comes down towards you relationship wise, you're going to have a dream about it first. A dream or a premonition, but you're going to get something visual around that. It's kind of like you'll see it before it happens. Around the winds of change. Yeah, Jared, harvest. The change is coming, but it's saying you asked for change, and it is coming. Love. The hunter. Yes, the changes that you are trying to affect are going to start happening in your life, which that definitely tells me why you need to work on physical strength. And you've got Issa here too. And Issa talks about focusing in on the now. So when things start happening fast, sometimes when things are happening really fast, we start focusing on what's next, and we forget to enjoy the now. So make sure that you find a way to live in the now as change is happening all around you, because you're going to want to savor some of the things that are happening for you over the summer. And these are changes that you have started on your own. Yeah, live in the now, but also it talks about providing for the future. So, and when I put my finger on it, it just feels like this has to do with career. And it feels like you are going to be given the option of maybe either taking a lump sum now or putting aside a little bit at a time. It just feels like that a big pile now or a little pile over a long span of time. It says go for the little piles over a long span of time. So what else do we have? Yeah, it just keeps getting better. It keeps getting better. It keeps getting better. Work on being strong. There's this idea that fertility and blessings from heaven is on the horizon for you. So a lot of changes coming right here, and it's kind of like it's like being in a skid. Steer into it. Enjoy the now, but whenever you're given a chance to provide for the future too. Be 1,000% honest. Physical health, physical strength, very necessary. Then there's this idea of fertility and blessings from heaven. That might be a baby. Just saying. But it does look like you're headed in that success is there to be embraced.
All right, well, that was a reading for Princess Nee. Right along with that.
Well, yeah, for some reason, a big handful just fell into my hands.
For some reason. You kept digging until your hand was full. Anyhow, Gerard wants to know what ASH wants to tell him soon.
So I'm going to go back to the cards for that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go to the Lenormand.
I would have just gone to ASH and asked her myself.
What's the fun in that?
What's the worst you can say? Sometimes that's yes, actually.
Okay, so
here we go.
That one flew out, and it's kind of that all-seeing eye. So it's sort of like he wants to know what she wants to tell him. The idea is that whatever it is you want to know, whatever it is that you're it's not a mystery. It's kind of like you have to believe your eyes. You have whatever your instincts are telling you is correct, because whatever it is you're looking to be told, you've already been told. Woo! Okay. When I look at this, it's like the key to this discussion, it's around a ring. So I'm reading that as a commitment, especially when I look for the confirmation. I got the Tower, which in the Lenormand talks about institutions, the conventional, and of course the biggest institution in our society is marriage. So we might be looking at, marriage or some sort of commitment, but this is the commitment thing. And dead center, there seems to be a few obstacles here, so you might not be willing to move forward as fast as she wants to, or vice versa. When I look at the road ahead, it looks there's the number 4 plays a big part, and even here we've got 3 out of the 4 fours in the deck, and 4 is about finding your stability and your grounding. So this might be a time to be a little bit more grounded, to have a long-term commitment here. It also feels like there's something about money issues as well. I'm not sure what that is, but it plays a role in the stability here. Okay, so yeah, she's gonna be talking to you something about commitment.
Okay, next we have Alicia who'd like a general reading.
Okay, Alicia.
After that, we've got time for a few more. It's getting pretty late here.
For
those of us just joining us, you're watching Psychic Sundays Live with Psychic Sally Diane. We are centered out of Stratford, Ontario in Canada.
But I can read anybody, anywhere in the world. Anybody who would want a reading with Sally Diane, just send an email to the Queen of Ooga Booga at gmail.com and we'll get something set up. Okay, and Alicia wants a general reading.
General reading, and that email address is on your screen.
Okay, general reading for Alicia. Okay.
All readings are for entertainment purposes only.
Very entertaining. Alicia, dead center, you've got the Chariot. It looks like things are going to start moving forward and you're in control. So some of the things that you haven't been able to get moving in the past, it feels like it's going to be a lot easier to get it moving forward now. So whatever progress you wanted to make, now's the time to get on it. Woohoo, nice. Got the 2 of Cups and the Sun. Alicia, it looks like you've got something with love coming your way. Just love, love, love. You got that huggy kissy kind of card here. So things are moving forward in your life pretty fast. And that's, you're the one setting the pace here. You've got a good summer coming up. Now, if you're the Alicia, I think you are, then I know that you have some growing kids. And this does feel like kids coming back into your life to being closer to you in a good way. Okay, so overall, this is a good time for you to be aggressive and go after what you want, because the universe is on your side over the next little while.
Next we have Haunting Live. Oh, sorry, we got that wrong. Chris LaRock would like to get more viewers for his live readings.
Okay, so now Chris is he's got his own YouTube channel, and he gives spirit angel readings on, I think it's Wednesdays and Saturdays. And he is a very compassionate reader, and he reads the angel cards and the animal cards. So he is a good one to talk to if you want to know what messages your angels have for you.
All right, then. Next we have Divine Love. Like a general reading.
Hi, Divine Love. Reading Divine Love. What a fabulous name. Okay, so You've got the Ten of Wands. I know that you're carrying a lot, and I think that you might be carrying somebody else's load here too. And this might be a good time for you to offload. Basically, carry your own problems, but don't cover for others quite so much, because it feels like you're doing somebody else's work, and it's taking time and energy from you. Got a lot of wands. Okay, so negatively aspect, and this comes right to you carrying a lot of weight for everybody else, but what's happening here is you're missing out on your own opportunities because you're too busy doing other people's work. So it's time for you to tell everybody, do your own job, do your own job, do your own job, do your own job, and quit carrying so much weight for everybody else so you can take advantage of the unique opportunities that life is offering you right now. And positively aspected, you have the Page of Cups, and this is a messenger. This is a messenger of love. This is a messenger of something creative. It is turned upside down, but it's also in the area of the positive aspect. Oh yeah, this is a young person who's in your life who might be who might be a little bit negative sometimes, and this tells me that you can turn this person around. You can get this person to look at the positive side of things. Okay, overall for you though, yeah, the wands come back out for you. The wands, and this is a time for you to do just your own thing. Work on promoting yourself, and the enterprising things that go on in your mind. This is a good time for you to think about maybe starting your own business.
Okay, folks. Well, we're gonna wrap it up here. I can tell that Sally's had enough. I know there's a lot of you in the queue waiting with questions. Please send your questions ahead of time if you want.
Yes.
Queen of Ooga Booga, gmail.com. The email address is on your screen. Also, please share, like, subscribe, tell all your friends about us. Also, October 29th to 30th, we have a very special event happening at the Queen's Inn in Stratford, Ontario, called Ghost of the Queen's Inn, where we will be exploring the hotel for 2 nights. And there's all sorts of fun activities planned for that. We got a commercial for that up on the channel. Haunting Live podcast also has stuff going on for them. I'm going to put the address up on the screen for you. Sally, any last words?
No, everybody have a good week. Remember to send your questions in advance, and you'll be read first, right at the beginning of the show. And I'm sure that there's... you're right, I am getting tired. Anyhow, anybody who would like a reading from the Queen, send an email to the Queen of Ooga Booga at gmail.com. And I offer half-hour reads. I offer 1-hour reads online, so I can read you anywhere in the world. Just send me an email, and we'll set up a private reading. And thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great week.
Well, that's it. You've been watching Psychic Sundays Live with Psychic Sally Diane. Cheers. Be well. Be safe. Anything else?